Let's talk today about how to film an unboxing video, whether it is a subscription box or it is a planner. There is a formula that you want to follow, and then next we'll talk about all of the gear that I use to film, and third and most importantly, we'll talk about how you can get products for free even if you're just starting out, because doing unboxings can be kind of expensive, especially if you're doing them on a regular basis. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create beautiful digital downloads using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings on Saturday, which is exactly what we were talking about today. So first, like I promised, we are going to talk about the format that I use, and it pretty much follows a standard YouTube video format. So I wrote down 7 basic parts that you want to go through, and the first is simply to just do a teaser. So people will watch your video for a few seconds and then they'll click away if that's not something that they're interested in, or maybe not a product that they want to see, and that's fine. So you want to give something like, hey, today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Erin Condren seasonal surprise box. This box sold out in 2 days, right? So you want to make something interesting about it, or some other take that you are going to do on it. The teaser is super quick, maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds, and then you go right into your video intro. Now, you may or may not have one. Some people have one for their channel. Some people do not. I simply do some animation of some text across the screen. It takes 2 seconds, not 2 minutes, and that's it. And then I just jump right into the next part, which is I talk about who I am. Sorry, number 3 is who you are, in case people are new to your channel. And I never start out a video with who I am. Like, that's probably the most boring thing you could ever do if you're like, hi, I'm Lisa, and this is my channel. Like, that's not what people are there for. If they stay past those first 2 parts, then they were probably interested in who you are. After you say that, the number 4 thing is you want to give some context. So, like, if I'm talking about this box, I'll mention how much it cost, that it had free shipping, that I have ordered this X number of times in the past, that it came like, a week before it said it was going to come, like something interesting about this product to give people some context. And then I jump right into number 5, which is the overhead unboxing. Now, the overhead unboxing is super easy. All you do is maybe you buy one of these, I have a $10 clamp that I use, and I will show you over here. And that just holds my phone, and I just use the camera inside of here, which is plenty good enough. Don't even waste time on expensive stuff or anything else. I've done that. I've used a $1,700 camera to do the overhead unboxing, and I've used whatever phone I had laying around, and they both look exactly the same. So it's so close up that it doesn't matter. It's not getting your face or skin tone. It doesn't have to get a big background. You're not outside vlogging. So that's why the camera for an unboxing honestly doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure you have some good lighting. Now, what I will say is don't do an unboxing where you hold it here and you open the box and you try to show things like front and back to the camera. I don't know if you have autofocus or you have manual focus, but I've seen people where they'll take something out and they'll hold their hand there and they'll try to wait till the camera will autofocus like a beauty vlogger does. That is perfectly fine for a beauty vlogger. Does not make any sense to do for a subscription box, and honestly, people will get kind of nauseous with the focus and autofocus. It's just kind of silly. I wouldn't do that. Just take the time to buy a $10 overhead for your camera and just do the unboxing all in one sort of sitting. Then when you're done with that, you want to move on to number 6, which is a wrap up with your personal commentary. So I know that there are a ton of seasonal surprise unboxings or whatever you're unboxing. I'm sure there are other videos out there, but people will keep coming back to your channel because they want to hear your spin on it, or your specific insight, or how you're comparing it to another similar product. So don't think that just because there are a ton of people that open, say, the Erin Condren new line because they're on the Erin Condren influencer list and they received everything beforehand, that people won't watch your video. That is not true at all. And, honestly, the biggest thing I think is with those overhead videos is to have a nice manicure. Now, you don't have to get a professional one done, but you 100% should have some polish on your nails, and you should have no crud underneath there. Like, there shouldn't be food there. There shouldn't be dirt. You shouldn't have chipped nail polish. I don't understand why people do this. It's very odd to me. Just, I don't want to see that. And I'm pretty sure your audience doesn't want to see that either. And that's fine for everyday life. But if you're going to take the time to do a video, take the time to fix up your nails and, I don't know, wash your hands. I just, that's like the minimum to me. So anyways, said enough about that. The next thing is your outro. So your outro could be your channel outro, or if you don't have one, you could just sign off and say goodbye. My channel outros are simply just a couple still frames of free products that I have or free courses, and then just a end screen that says to subscribe and has some other video suggestions. So that's pretty much it. So let's just wrap up that format really quick from the beginning. The first is to do a teaser. The second is your channel intro, which is optional. Third is to tell people who you are. The fourth is to give your product some context. The fifth is to do an overhead unboxing. And the sixth is to wrap it up with some commentary. And the seventh is to do a video outro again, which is optional. So that's all you have to do. So let's talk about gear. I obviously, when I film the intro, I am doing this like face to face. This is my YouTube studio. I have a DSLR, I have a Sigma lens, I have a bunch of Diva lights and light boxes around me. I will leave links to all of my equipment below. You don't need that. You could just start out with anything with the camera, whether it is a DSLR or it's a vlogging camera or it's just your phone. It doesn't really matter. All right, so now we went over gear. So the next one is how to get free products. So I get offers all the time for free products. Sometimes I get offers for things that don't make any sense, that have nothing to do with my channel, like a lawnmower. I don't need a lawnmower. I don't even own a lawn. So I just get some strange things. And your channel doesn't have to be big, but what I would say is to do three things. One, post everywhere that you are open to receiving products and how people can get in touch with you and where to send the products, because it does make a difference if you are, in a place that maybe doesn't get packages very easily or it's very expensive to mail to, versus if you are just in a major city or anywhere USA, basically. So the vendor will actually know, when to send them to, and then I would have a timeline for when you do videos and if you charge a fee. You could also put together a media kit there as well. The second thing I would do is to go ahead and reach out directly to vendors that you would like to research their products. Let them know if you have a media kit, that's great that you can send, but otherwise you could just tell them, I have X number of followers and I would love to, do an unboxing of your product, and here's my timeline if you send it to me. You'll be surprised. A lot of people will go ahead and respond and reach out to you. The third thing you can do is join an influencer network. So there's a ton of different networks out there based on things that you are and are not interested in. So sometimes they're also called ambassador programs, and inside of there, you'll have vendors that will approach whoever's in charge of that network, and then they will share that information with everyone, and they'll have criteria like, I'm part of this fitness network, and so it'll say, we're interested in someone who wants to try out our new sports bra. You must have at least 100,000 followers on Instagram. You must have at least, 1 million followers on YouTube, whatever their criteria is. And then if you qualify, then you can apply, and then they will select people based on that. So 3 different ways. So the first one is just post everywhere about that you are looking for products and where they can ship it to you and how much you charge. The second is to reach out directly to vendors. And the third is to join a influencer network or an ambassador network. All right, I hope that was helpful. I will leave links to all of the gear below, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and definitely tag me on your unboxings. I would love to see them. All right, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.